Hi, Velda Lulic, how are you?
Hi, Sandra. How are you? I'm very well, thank you.
I'm very well too. Thank you very much. First of all, thank you for participating in the virtual International Students Day of Ocean. I would like to say that Velda is a very important person in Ocean, and we are sure that her lecture in this day will be very interesting. But we would like you, Velda, to tell us a little bit more about you, your school.
Okay, so my name is Velda Lulic. I am the principal and senior lecturer at the Hrvatska Akademia Osteopathia in Croatia, but I also teach for the Collège d'Études Osteopathiques in Montreal and in the rest of Canada and in Switzerland.
Okay. And what are you going to talk about? What's your topic?
So my topic is creativity, clinical reasoning, and clinical judgment. So
Okay.
what I'm in medicine and in the health professions, a lot of studies are being done now of creativity, how that can help practitioners be able to make better choices in treatment and the evaluation and treatment. So that is my goal. I will talk about a little bit about the research that's being done on that. We will do a little experiment amongst the students that are going to be listening to me, and it will help them be able to think out of the box, to be able to make more choices if they, in case they have a patient that is a little bit more difficult, and they will do things that they have not seen before. So they have to make decisions, clinical decisions, and this will help them do that.
It's true that we don't usually see creativity as something important in the kind of work that we do, but it's actually a very important feature that we should have or should be able to develop. I like very much the idea that you're going to develop. So very interesting. And why do you think that students should follow your lecture from a clinical and practical point of view?
Well, this is going to help them. First of all, nobody ever talks about creativity, but the more we talk about, the more we help the patient, I should say the student, be creative. It's going to help them think out of the box and problem solve. And if they have difficult patients, cases they've never seen before, it's going to give them ideas, and they're going to come up with their own ideas how they can treat that patient, how they can make a clinical plan, clinical judgment. So it's going to be it's going to open up some eyes, and it's going to be very interesting for the students.
I'm sure about it. So we encourage everybody to follow your lecture. We are sure that they are gonna love it, as we all do. So we would like to encourage our students, OCEN students, to register to this virtual International Students Day that will take place on the 12th and 13th of March. So even though some of you cannot attend that same day, you need to register to be able to watch the lectures afterwards. So don't miss this opportunity that all the schools in Oceania are trying to give you as our students. So thank you very much, Velda. See you in 2 weeks. And
Thank you, Sandra.
I'm sure we will all enjoy it.
Yes, and I'm looking very much forward to seeing all the students and to just sharing my knowledge with them.
Thank you, Velda. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.